good morning. Good morning. I'll wait. I'll check my Facebook messages before I start. Oh, so many messages. Hello, Carol. Hello, Princess Whatsit. How are you all? Good morning. Good morning. Let me just get my hanky ready for my hay fever. Oh, now you see. Let me just go and get my other glasses. I'll be back in a minute. Hello, Attractor, my love. Oh, and Marina, how are you? I wonder what Marina's going to paint today. She either paints a picture or she paints a fence. Louisa's there. Good morning, Louisa Galt. Oh, Louisa, I need to find somebody who can make little bags for me and come on and demonstrate for me. But that's another story. Oh, hang on, loads of people. Hannah Bradley Cohen, Sandra Carlas, Karen from Wigan. Hello, Carol. It's not very sunshiny here today, Carol. Hello, Ali, my love. Morning, Jackie. Rosemary. Her Royal Highness Rosemary's watching. Oh no, what's happened? I have combed my hair, I promise. Isle of Wight's watching. Who's that? Claire in the Isle of Wight. I'm wondering if my screen's in a different... Oh, I can't see a thing with those. There we go. Hello, Janet. Hello, Caroline, my love. Gwyneth. I think I always say this, don't I? Gwyneth and Bronwyn were two twins I went to school with. Princess Whatsit says, morning. Cassandra, hello, my love. Oh, now it's Cardiff. It's bright in Cardiff. That's nice. It's kind of not cold here, but it's not. Oh, shh, Ali. That's my Ali, right? She's typing, because on Sunday I'm doing the dolls, aren't I? And she's just typing it all up now. Morning, Marcia. How are you? Now, Marcia's got, you can't have any of that cereal on that shelf, Marcia. They let their boy choose the cereals this week and it's not. County Durham's cloudy. Oh, Lancashire. Julie, hello. Christine. Joan, how are you all, ladies? Now, I don't know if I've got any boys in yet. I should say, and gentlemen, shouldn't I? Morning, Joe. Oh, there's two Joes came in, telling Aunt Mackenzie. Morning, Nats. You all right? Now, raining in Wigan. Oh, and Mandy Shaw's Heart of Eyes already. God, that's good service, isn't it? I wonder if she got to go to the post office with that. Oh, Maureen's just watching Soapy now, but Maureen's in Dubai or somewhere like that, so she'll have to catch up later. Pam Minihani's in. How are you, Pam? Over there in Nuneaton. It's cloudy in East Kilbride, says Norman. Not Norman. Norma. Bernie is so happy. I wonder why Bernie's so happy today. She's just put, I'm so happy. Royal Deeside, Scotland is overcast. Hello, Nikki, my love. Good morning from North Yorkshire. Oh, it's lovely in North Yorkshire. Do you live near Egton? Jane Alcock's watching, everybody. Dull in Leeds. Oh, but lit up by my cheery face. My red face, you mean. I've just put moisturiser on. I've gone very red. Morning, Judith. How are you, my love? Oh, we will start. I'm surprised nobody's... Oh, hello, Sheila. How are you, my lovely? And it's sunny in Aberdeenshire. It's sunny in Aberdeenshire today. Morning, James. James is Dulcie's right-hand man. Oh, hang on. Somebody's trying to buzz me on here. Overcast in Lincolnshire. I've updated my LinkedIn page. Oh, I haven't. Morning, Vicky. Nice in Stourbridge. Oh, that's not far from here, is it? Cloudy in Silverstone. Oh, Sassy, how are you? Raining in Bramhall. It's not no rain here because I didn't water the garden the night before last because I thought we were going to have lots of rain, but it wasn't. We didn't have rain. Overcast in Eastbourne. Oh, but it's still nice to walk along the beach though, isn't it, in Eastbourne in the rain? Anna Sewing Nuts watching, everybody. She's waving. Oh no, Marie can't get sound. We have this every week, don't we? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a technical wizard. So I can't. Vivi's watching. I have to speak very slowly for Vivi so she understands what I'm saying. Christopher's watching. He's better, everybody. He couldn't make it last week because he wasn't very well. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. Red car. Oh, Vivi says I'm looking good. It's my long hair, Vivi. You've never seen me with hair like this, have you? I have to explain that Vivi, you know Luciano and Serafina, my godchildren, right? Vivi was their nanny. Was their Brazilian nanny, I know. Watching cloudy Louth. Oh, no. Oh, in Southern Ireland, not Louth where I used to live. Okay. Not too close to Egdon. Oh, Castle Howard. Oh, lovely. Morning, Adele. Elizabeth, good morning to you. Right, shall we start? Hello, Diane. Thank you for the flowers. Just set my hay fever off. Rebecca, freezing in Eastbourne. Now, I think you're being a little bit exaggerating, a teensy-weensy bit there. Overcast here in not so posh Bagshot. Gerardine's watching. Gerardine, shouldn't you be at work? Warm but overcast Salisbury. I love these because it's a weather forecast for around the world, don't we? Well, not the world, obviously. Well, no, actually, our Australian counterparts haven't tuned in yet. And our American Scooter hasn't joined in yet either. Miserable in Shropshire, is that just me? No, Annette, it could never be miserable where you are. Vivi says no. I wonder what she said no to. I can't remember what the question was now, Vivi. Morning, everyone, says Sassy. Right, okay, shall we start? Rain has just started in Rotherham, and my window cleans bins running. Oh, no, it's always the way, isn't it? Taylor is watching. Have we done our works outing yet, Taylor? Is it all sorted? Willow snoring behind the city. Your voice must be soothing. Or boring. Or boring, you mean. Right. Good morning. It's a bit dull in Wolverhampton. Happy birthday to David for tomorrow. Lockdown birthday. That's from Vida. David, happy birthday, my love. Kerry's watching us go to school with her sister. Raining in York. Oh, dear. Well, that's North Yorkshire, York, isn't it? Mask. Very dull here. Well, that's where Louisa lives. I got a needle ring this week from O&P. There you go, O&P Silver. Oh, it's hot in Kent. I don't know why my hay fever suddenly started. Chilly in County Durham. Very nice. Right, shall we start? Oh, sun trying to appear in Bristol. It always does, doesn't it, in Bristol? I've got some news from Bristol this week. Can't tell you yet, to tell you next week. Good morning, Elizabeth. Oh, I'm really sorry. My nose has suddenly gone very, very itchy. Good morning from Oldham in Manchester. I know where Oldham is. Diane, my love. Right. Anne is in. Right, let's make a bit of space. So, hello. We've just mentioned your ring. Somebody received a ring from you yesterday. Right, okay. Shall we talk about the show? Overcast in South Wales. Bodada. I'm just looking if there's anything on my notice board that shouldn't be there, actually. I hadn't even thought about that. Morning, Judith. Right, I'll try not to sniff anymore. There we go. Right. So, what did we think of last night's show? Princess loves the 80s era, my favourite. And actually, I noticed the music last night because the show opened with Just Can't Get Enough, Just Can't Get Enough, that one. That was one of my favourite. Who was it? Depeche Mode. Yeah, incredibly dull in Mask. Justin's veggies are doing well, though. That's good, isn't it? Man never eats a vegetable, but there you go, he's growing them. Sun is breaking through in South Buckinghamshire now. Very nice. Oh, I love that name. Barnoldswick. It's overcast there, Hilary says. Hello from Redcast. Oh, well, no, people are saying no to each other now. That's fine. So, Vivi. Now, Vivi keeps writing yes, no, yes, no. It's funny, isn't it? And she won't know what's going on. Lincolnshire, it's chilly, says Vanessa. Lloyd's watching. Lloyd's down in 4 something or other, isn't he, down there? I was surprised Matt's right, yes, exactly. Julie's watching. Hello, Julie tried to FaceTime me earlier, and I was about to say I was in the gym. I wasn't in the gym, I was in the shower. Lo thought the music was the best. Oh, Taylor thinks the music was the best. That's because you're all 80s girls, that's why, isn't it? Judy says hello to everybody. Oh. I've got a question to ask anybody. I'll put it on my Facebook, lads. Right, I'll tell you in a minute, Lynn. We'll tell you in a minute. I'll do one thing and then we'll get on with the show, right? I've got to drive up north tomorrow for Nana Kate's funeral. Celebration of Nana's life. It's not the big thing. We're having a big memorial later on in the year. I thought the right person went home. I do as well. Let me just tell you this, Karen, and then I'll tell you, right? I love the music show as well. Anyway, I've got to drive M40, M6, M56 and M53. Does anybody know which service stations are open so I can go for a wee? That's just my one question about going up, yeah. Right, okay. So, what did we think of the show? I actually got really angry with the show last night. I know. I loved last week's. This week's, we're down to the last 6 now, aren't we? So they should be so proficient, shouldn't they, right? The first thing I noticed was Nicole pulling her rotary cutter towards her. Not like that, but literally pulling it the wrong way. I mean, I love Matt's jacket as well. I thought Matt's jacket was gorgeous. So, the first thing was the power jacket, wasn't it? Oh, yes, Maureen, I was as well. It would have been unfair if he'd gone yesterday, wouldn't it? The music and the banter was good yesterday. Indeed, it was. So let's start off with Nicole's jacket. I can see what, Mark should have been first or second, exactly. I can see Roland Gift came to my house in the 80s. Should you be telling us that, Diane? Mark's jacket was lovely, but I definitely wear Matt. I loved Matt's jacket. We'll get on to that in a second. As much as we love Mark, it wasn't his week. I agree, Christopher. I agree, totally. Anyway. So, Nicole's jacket, I can see what she was trying to do, the red and the black PU, but it wasn't, if you looked at the pattern wasn't a PU pattern, was it? The pattern was definitely a boucle or a tweed or a textured fabric, you know, one with substance and everything. So I hated her jacket, and of course she can't. And also she was pressing it from the right side, wasn't she? I know. Oh, by law, all service stations have to be open. Oh, that's right then, because I just might need to go for a week on my way. Because the lorry drivers, the service station be open every 40 miles by law. Oh, okay. You just have to pick the right ones, I suppose. It's just that I don't normally need to go for a wee between here and Nana Kate's house, but I normally get there and have a wee, you know what I mean? And then we've got to go straight off to the funeral. So, anyway. So, Nicole, red and black, didn't like it. I think all the news are... Oh, thank you. No, I know the cafes aren't open. I know that Marks and Spencer's and Waitroses aren't open, but I don't need those. I just need to... Just in case. I don't want to arrive at a funeral bursting for a wee, do I? Anyway... Matt's jacket was spot on, Vanessa, you're right. Okay, I know why Nicole went red and black with the wrong fabrics. Well, she went red and black because that was very 80s, didn't she? But picked completely the wrong fabrics. Mark's jacket was nice, boucle, but there was something... Oh, I know what it was. This is a thing I always tell you, isn't it? Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Mark your notches. Because Mark... he won't mind me saying, I've already talked to him about this one. Mark... Yeah, Claire was funny last night. They kind of edited Claire a lot in last night, didn't they? She kind of woke up a bit. But bad skin. But that's not by the by. They should know better, though. They should. I kind of know what she was going for, but it was the wrong... Oh, there you go. Emma says her dad's an HGV driver, so he knows. Anyway, so yeah, Mark's jacket was lovely, apart from the sleeve. Hello, Sally, just round the corner. Anyway, Nicole's, we didn't like Nicole's black and red jacket. Mark's we liked, but he didn't put his sleeves in properly. Oh, here you go. My son is a site manager for Moto Service Station. All the loops should be open. Thank you. So Mark chose the right fabric, and he hadn't put his shoulder pads in right, had he? You know, old Justin's watching. You're not watering your vegetables, Justin. I was shouting at the time to get the... Oh, yes. You see, but did they have clappers? Did anybody notice a clapper on set? That's what they needed, wasn't it? Joe Carter's watching. So Mark, his sleeves weren't in properly, were they? I like Nicole, but sometimes she does try too hard to be different, doesn't she? Very Michael Jackson, but it wasn't the right shape for PU. So then we moved on to Therese. Again, she wasn't using her rotary cutter properly either, was she? And why she chose that blue satin... They're into it. Mark the notches, she says. They did. Mark's jacket was lovely. It was lovely, but the sleeves were in wrong, and he also had a bit of a roll on his lapel, didn't he? Don't know why Therese chose that blue fabric. Dreadful. And she was so behind, wasn't she? And I just think I know they must. Oh look, Bear's asleep, so having a latte piece. That's nice. No, but maybe they didn't have a clapper. But then I suppose they could have taken their own, couldn't they? Claire's very good, funny and happy chick. Glad she got to first. Yeah. But, oh no, I did see hams. Oh no, I didn't. Was that something else I was watching? I remember seeing a table with hams on it. Oh, you're watching it? Somebody's watching it now and they can't see it. Matt's fabric looked like a Linton tweed. Yeah. I love Matt's jacket. And I think Matt's jacket should have got outfit of the week. I had a jacket identical to Claire's, thought it looked wonderful, but probably more like an American footballer. No, we all had shoulders like that. Yes, she did say it was green, didn't she? But it was down. But then we had this last week with somebody who said they had a green dress. Was it Mark? And I said, that's blue, that's not green. Therese was out of her depth by that point. She was indeed, because I think Therese is a very like kind of at home, nice, slow sewing and everything. Oh, chef's at the telly. Yes, for the PU, yes, I was shouting at the telly as well with the PU. Who was that? Oh, so many messages coming through. That was Carol. Nicole didn't like a lot. Right, I can't read that one. Teresa's. Matt. No, I can't read it. I can't read it because it's gone up. Matt didn't iron his pattern. I was surprised it worked out so well. Yes, exactly. There were hams. I thought there were hams. I thought I saw hams. Matt's jacket was fabulous, though. Outfit of the week was Matt's jacket. I agree. Oh, here's Mark. Mark's on his tea break. Oh, I can't stop still working. No clappers provided, but some breeze brought their own. There you go. That's Mark. We were just talking about who's in the same thing. You're not having your break then, Mark? Can you tell me what a clapper is, please? Vida, this is a clapper. Basically, it's a piece of wood. It's a carved piece of wood. Now, it has to be I'm going to do a bit of a lesson on a clapper now. Hang on a sec. I can't read your thing. So if I miss you out now, message back if you want me to say your message, because I'm going to talk about this for a second. This is a clapper. It's made of a hardwood, like a beech wood or a sapele wood from Brazil. And it has to be close grain. And what you do is you steam your garment like that, and then you clamp that onto the seam, and it makes the seam so smooth and so pressed. It's incredible. And what happens is this keeps the heat in the fabric, but takes the steam out, which is why the wood has to be close grain, because if it was a wide grain, it would crack every time it got wet. There you go, you see. John J. And now, John, how's your car? I believe your car broke down. You say, Sloane Street didn't have a very good day today. You say, John's car broke down. Vicky had a big spider. Debbie Shaw's dressing room went on fire. So producer Hannah went on air yesterday. She was fantastic. Anyway, that's what a clapper is, and you can use it on sleeve heads and everything like that. But it makes the heat stay in the fabric, but absorbs the moisture. And it makes your seams, tailors use them a lot, makes your seams absolutely beautiful. Thank you, John. This is a very old one from Norway. This one is kind of faded a little bit. This was my birthday present last year from Sewing Quarter. Or was it the year before? Might have been the year before. Anyway, it's made by Ian, a man in Scotland. He carves them. Oh, the car's dead. Oh, no. That happened to me a couple of weeks ago as well. I was delivering scrubs in the middle of Cotswolds and my car died on me. Right, okay, hang on. Let's see what I've missed here. Sorry. Thought Matt was going last night. No, I thought he was at some point, but not... no, because he got first, didn't he? Couldn't go. Great explanation of the clapper. I love mine. You're welcome, Martina. Must get a clapper. Oh, yes, do. Felt so for Matt. I'm glad he's still in. The colours didn't seem to work on the... No, exactly. The black dress didn't look black on my telly either. Thought the sound of sewing from Mark last night was best. Or I don't think he's still... Oh! I don't think he's still here to read these. I have to tell him later. So that was Therese. Then we went into Matt's jacket. Right, Matt. Oh, yeah, the trouble with rotor cutters. Yeah, but I think Mark uses scissors. But when I said, hubby Paul says hello, taking Frank the pug for a walk. Aww. Mark uses scissors, but I spoke to Mark last night after the show, and he never does the notches. Oh, Sharon, somebody gets my... Yeah. I was excited for Matt's gold dress, but sadly it went wrong. Oh, yes, I will talk about that in a minute, yeah. So Matt's jacket, I think, should have been outfit of the week. Definitely. He chose a really lovely fabric in a really lovely colour. Didn't try and do anything fancy with it. Oh, you go, Jacqueline. It's fine. Catch up later. It'll be on here and on YouTube later. Don't you worry. Sandra's enjoying the banter. Thank you very much indeed. So I thought Matt's was beautiful. I thought Matt's jacket was absolutely beautiful. Lizzie's mustard one. I quite like Lizzie's one. Yeah. She just hadn't put the pad in the right place. So she put it a little bit too far back that way. And in the 80s. The thing is, right, I know this one because I... was there in the 80s, but secondly because I've trained and everything. They might not know if you haven't trained. If you're a home dressmaker, I was chuffed for Matt. Good morning, Sally. She enjoyed the trip down memory lane for the 80s. I mean, I only just remember them, yeah. Tell Mark notches are now to become his best friend. I think he knows. Mark's jacket was oh, now Matt's jacket, do you mean Gerardine? You put arts. No, Nicole's dress didn't. Oh, we'll get to that. Nicole's dress did not deserve outfit of the week. Full stop. Lizzie's was sweet, but she just didn't put the... but she came third, so that was fine. She came absolutely fine. Morning, Denise. Claire's jacket was lovely, wasn't it? And yes, she was. She did come to life yesterday, didn't she? And when she put the jacket on, she said, I own 51% of this company. I thought she was very funny. But it was a close thing. But I did think Matt's was that little bit more, what's the word? Lovely to see you as well, Lorraine. I don't know what the word is. Crisp, finished. Yeah, well, we'll talk about Matt's gold dress in a minute. Oh, Geraldine's not got a glass on, that's why she's written arts. Just as well. It said arts, isn't it? I should be so lucky Maureen's singing along to the tunes at the moment. And then, oh, that was it. Now, before we go any further, what do we think of Patrick's jacket? I didn't think it really went, I mean, I'm not being horrible. I didn't think it really went with his trousers, did it? It was kind of like strange, I think. What have I written down here? Oh, I don't know what happened then. It said try to reconnect. Are you all still there? Oh, no. I'll carry on. Polished, that's the word I'm looking for. Polished. I don't know what happened then. I hope you're all still here. Hello, Jax. Only just made it. Well, I just got cut off for some reason, I think. It seems that you're all still there because your still messages are coming through. Which contestants had asked girls about the 80s shoulder pads? I would have told them, yeah. Patrick, joke your buttons. Yeah, well, if it's a double-breasted suit, I always think double-breasted should be done up, shouldn't it? Match the jacket. I agree, Jeanette. Matt's jacket should have won Garment of the Week. Patrick's jacket, maybe Patrick's lost some weight. I don't know. But I didn't think that it didn't suit. I have to say Patrick looked a bit tired in yesterday's. This is my own opinion. He's had his hair cut, hasn't he? But he looked a little bit tired, I thought. Mate, the thing is, he's a very, very busy businessman, isn't he? Oh, yes, my internet just went down, but you're all still there, Sandra Sakalis. You all came back, did you? I hope so, anyway. I'm carrying on. Oh, everyone's still here. That's fine. That's fine. So then we went on to the... now. Good. You're all still here. Thank you. It was a bit Michael Portillo. Oh, you mean his jacket, yeah. No, it didn't. And it ceased no... Oh. I wobbled a bit, apparently, can't say Nancy. Yep, still here. Never noticed your... Oh, it's only because my screen went black and it said trying to reconnect. So perhaps it reconnected quickly enough. Right. Okay. So the middle challenge, I would have been completely lost on the middle challenge. Completely and utterly lost. Claire's still here. That's all right then. Good. I hope it doesn't do it again. I wonder if it was I think it's my Wi-Fi. Valerie, you're all right, my love. You can catch up later. Don't worry. Everyone's back now. Everyone's back with us now. Did we lose you then, Jackie, for a while? Hello, Shanaz. How are you? Sandra Carlos is still here as well. Right, okay. So the middle... Patrick looked like he got dressed in a hurry. Maybe he had. Patrick's jacket made the cold when it wasn't flattering. No, it's weird, isn't it? Liz is overlooked every week as I just think Esme likes it. Patrick needs a stylist. Hello, Romildo. How are you? The hay fever, it's a bit cooler, but the nose is still itchy. Yes, exactly. That's why they need to have a demonstration beforehand. Mark's sleeves looked like they were in back to front. They weren't in back to front. They were just not putting... He hadn't done his notches. He hadn't done his notches at all. His jacket was from the 80s. Oh, is that why he was wearing it? Because it was from the 80s. No, Patrick didn't change his name to Hugo Boss. That was Joe that changed his name to Hugo Boss. Anyway, let's get on. The middle one, I wouldn't have... I'd just been thrown by that. We'll get to that in a minute, Kerry, I know. Claire's transformation was brilliant. It surprised me what she did. It surprised me as well. She was brilliant. She was fantastic, wasn't she? I applaud Mark on his shorts. Skirts are an easy choice. Right, so Nicole did I understand what Nicole was doing. There were no rah-rah skirts. Nobody did a rah-rah skirt. I understand why Nicole did the thing, and I kind of understand why she did so. There you go, rah-rah skirt and a boob tube. That's exact. But then it would have been difficult to do a boob tube out of that fabric, wouldn't it? Because didn't most boob tubes stretchy, if I remember correctly? Oh, excuse me. So I understand why she did the one-off. Didn't think anyone did well. No, it wasn't that brilliant, was it, Jennifer? But Nicole, Claire's was definitely the best. Claire's the only one I liked in the second challenge. Mark's was nice, but a bit frumpy. I'll tell him. I would have struggled. I'd have struggled with it. I mean, I really, really would have struggled. Oh, Jenny Fox Proverbs watching. Very big in publishing. Shorts are harder to do, exactly that. Don't worry, Jane, you can catch up later. So, Nicole's off the shoulder thing. I know, affairs for Claire. That's all right, Jean, don't worry. Everyone was a bit late today, I think. I nearly was late today because I was convinced I was coming on at 11. So I was just pottering around, chatting to Ali and everything like that. Suddenly realised it was on at 10 o'clock. I think Mark looked very smart. Yes, Mark, he likes his plaid trousers, does Mark, with his twilly. Buenos dias, querido. Sophia, my love. Claire's transformation looked the best. I know. Anyway, that's Ali sending me a message through another source now, and I'm getting very confused. Oh my God, Shan, are you all right? Having a blood transfusion at the moment. Oh, please. Oh my word, sending you lots of love. I thought Patrick was an absolute gentleman to go and comfort Matt. Yeah. Yes, it should have been Joe. It should have been Joe, really, as the host of the show. Lizzie's skirt was shockingly bad in the second challenge. Oh, and someone else is giving blood later. You forget that all those things are happening still. Right. Did she do a sweetheart neckline on that one? I thought that was her last one. She did a sweetheart neckline on. Anyway, so then so that was Nicole's. Then Mark did. Oh yes, now Mark, I quite like Mark's, but they were right. The top was very different to the bottom, wasn't it? So he did shorts and that little top, but he still came second. So that's good, isn't it? You see, Penelope. Yeah, you were too busy partying. I had sequins in the 80s. Oh look, you can just chat about each other. Right, Trez, what did she do? Oh, she did the Bucks Fizz thing. Yeah, but the thing underneath didn't work. She would have made the upper one longer and used the one that she'd used the upper one as the underneath one, shouldn't she, really? Rah-rah skirt, that's exactly what it should have been. I don't think Lizzie's age helped her. No, but they knew they were doing 80s, and they knew they'd have to be doing transformations, so they should have done a little bit of research, shouldn't they? But I agree. And also, there was no reference for them to go to, was there? I didn't see any books or anything. I found Dr. Sewing patterns would make me look frumpy. Well, some of them are. You just have to be very careful which ones you choose. Then we went to Matt, who did the strapless. Oh, yeah, and his skirt, strapless. And his skirt was too long, wasn't it? Matching jacket and rah-rah. Cream with a red pinstripe. Oh, very 80s. Karen, we're not in that bit yet. I liked it, but she shouldn't have come first. But we'll come to that in a second. Lizzie's puffball. I quite like Lizzie's puffball, but they didn't like the rough edges, did they? Should have been underneath, shouldn't it, really? And then Claire, oh, yes, she did the one with the conical boobs and everything, didn't she? I thought hers was the best. And she came first, didn't she? Which was brilliant. But as you say, that it's very difficult. And they can use their phone to look on the internet if they wanted to. It's weird. I can hear the sheep, but they're right. They're 2 fields away that way. They've all been shorn. They've all got no hair today. I don't know, they must have done it yesterday or the day before. But they've all got no fur at the moment, looking very neat and tidy. So what else about the transformation? Oh, no, Tracy loved a rah-rah skirt. Those were the days. I know. Now, Maureen made her own maternity wear in the 80s. Did you? Did you have sequins and rah-rah maternity? Judith had 2 little ones in the 80s. The whole decade passed me by. Blimey, I was out partying all the time. Forgot to listen to the music. Now, you couldn't really miss it yesterday, Penny. It was brilliant yesterday. Claire's was best. Yeah, exactly. Was indeed. So, shall we move on to... Oh, whizzing along today. Hang on. It's funny, isn't it? They kind of overlook Liz and they overlook Claire, don't they? I think, in my personal opinion. But also, if you think they've got 2 full days of footage to put in, so it could be the editors that have done it, not Esme and Patrick. I would use the zips opening to reveal a go date. Yes, exactly. I had one of those. Apparently, there were sequins. I had loads of sequins in the 80s. I had a pair of red dungarees that were completely covered in sequins that I used to go discoing in. Anyway, shall we move on to their, not transformation, their cocktail dresses. Nicole. Oh, you see now. I get what she was doing. I get that it was really, really dramatic. But first of all, the sleeves were in back to front, or, wrong way around, because she didn't think it through. The thing is, right, I'm going to have a little rant here. They've practiced that one at home. They've chosen that one. Have I tried Sterimar? I'll write that down. Sterimar. I'll write it down. Sterimar. I haven't, no. Yeah, there were sequin boob tubes everywhere. That went with your blooming leg warmers. Oh, you didn't use sequins in the 80s, Diane. Oh, don't worry, Karen. Oversleeping there in Camden Town. It was a dungaree. It was a red dungarees, right? And I had sequins all over them. I used to go to Tiffany's in Chester. And then I was at... oh, no, hang on, no. Yeah. And then in the 80s, I was at college then, wasn't I? I was away at Bretton Hall and then Wimbledon School of Art. Yeah. In fact, when I went to Wimbledon School of Art, I went more pixie boots when I think about it now. Anyway, so Nicole's cocktail dress. Yes, it had... it was dynamic, right? But she doesn't get more. She doesn't win because she gets more airtime. But it's weird, and she does get a lot of airtime, Nicole. But she'd made quite a few mistakes, and yes, it was dramatic. And if you looked at it when they showed, oh, don't worry, Mary. When they showed it close to the ends of the sleeves were stretched out and everything, it was very strange. So I do think, yes, there you go. Why did they pick up on the sleeves? Exactly, I don't know. And she got a garment of the week, which I still don't agree with because I still think Matt's jacket from the first challenge should have been outfit of the week, right? Then we went on to Mark, who did his Quality Street dress. Now he's very clever because he went to Oxfam. My son loves that you get distracted and talk about other comments. Oh, thank you, Emma. Lots of people don't like that. Was the bottom hem done? Who are you talking about, Helen? Which one are you talking about? I'll find you some pictures. Don't you worry, Petra, my love. Martin Price. Oh, yes, Martin from ABC. Yes, exactly. Right, so Mark went to Oxfam. He got an 80s pattern. Now, you didn't see this on air, but Esme said that she didn't like the fact he'd used two different colours, that the drape should have been the same colour. It was very 80s. I'm sure Mark won't mind me saying. I know, Lorraine didn't mention sleeve, but they're picked up on other people's shoulder pads. Oh, I know, who was that was late there? Joe, don't worry. Oh, she opened birthday present. Your birthday, Joe. Happy birthday. I made my wedding dress in the 80s plus these. I made my friend Dawn's wedding dress in the 80s as well. Nicholas loved fab. Hang on, I haven't got this. What does Gerardine say? Nicole's looked good. She made mistakes. No, it didn't say. It shouldn't have won. It shouldn't have won outfit of the week. And yes, they have the same models. This is the 5th time they've had those models, right? And they've got time to practice at home on this one. So, someone wore spandex trousers and thigh boots. Wasn't that the set? Oh, no, it was in the early 80s, that, yeah? Happy birthday, Joe, says Jane Alcock. Morning, Win. How are you, my love? There was so much wrong. Oh, I tell you what was wrong with Nicole's dress as well. At the back, the nape to back waist was too long, wasn't it? Because they went like that. And they went, oh, there's a lot of fabric in here, isn't there? Oh, do you think Nicole gets airtime because she makes mistakes, whereas Claire and Liz just get on with it? Oh, maybe. Maybe it makes better telly. I don't know. My next door neighbour is still in the 80s. I've got a lot of friends like that. Didn't like Teresa's dress. Didn't think it fitted very well. I haven't got to Trays yet. Oh, I'm on Trays now. Yeah. Because we've done Marks, haven't we? I didn't like Teresa's dress really either. I like the idea that the waterfall came off, but the gold bit at the front, Patrick was completely right. That gold bit at the front was wrong, wasn't it? Oh, hang on. Joe Carter loved Nicole's dress. I agree with Patrick. Yes, it did, but it wasn't made properly, Joe. That's what made me angry. It wasn't. It was a nice dress, and it was like liquid, but it shouldn't have won dress of the week, should it? Yes, you'd know 5 times they've used those models, so you'd know exactly your model's measurements now, wouldn't you? I know. Yeah, and also, I don't know if they have a styling department. They should have done bigger hair and everything, shouldn't they? Right, that's the other thing, Martina. Is the editing yesterday really got on my nerves. Yes, exactly. Of course they could. And I think they do that, Mary. But they've had the same model now for 5 weeks. Of the 5 different shows. So they should know. I thought the editing was a little bit naughty yesterday because Joe was saying 5 minutes, and half the man got sleeves in and things like that. And then they go 1 minute, and you see people rushing at the same time. And then suddenly there's a finished dress on the stand. So that makes... if they'd given Matt garment of the week, it would have ruined the drama of who was going home. Do you think? Oh, this was the most annoying week ever. I thought it was a fix right from the start. Says that's Anne's words, not mine. Delivery van outside. I hope he's not coming in. I agree with you, John. Thank you. Jan, morning. Oh no, Deb said, her husband said to her, or her partner said to her, you choose the best dress, I'll choose the prettiest model. That's naughty. It did make me angry. The hair spoiled it. Yeah, exactly. Quite right, John. Right. Okay, so that was Teresa's. Didn't like Teresa's dress at all. Yeah, they have exactly the same models, Claire, every time. I checked with Mark to make sure. I wish I could go back to the 80s. Oh, I don't. Oof, Clive's watching. Clive is Mark's husband. Mark couldn't watch for very long because he wasn't on his tea break. So yeah, Teresa's dress would have looked nice as a complete dress. Oh, you don't like the bit that came off? What about Matt's meltdown? Oh, no. It was a bit weird. It's all right, Jan, you can catch up later. It was a bit weird that he had a meltdown, wasn't it? Because, well, no, not the other meltdown, because you could see he was getting stressed. I understand that or anything. But, why was the dart? We'll go on to that now then. Let's go on to Matt now, right? It was such a shame. I don't understand how he got his dart in such a wrong place and how it went completely wrong. Because as I say, he's had the model 5 times before. He'd drawn the pattern up himself, so he'd been able to do all the measurements and everything. Maybe he's not a pattern cutter. Maybe he was trying to be too clever. Because would have been fantastic, wouldn't it? It would have been absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's have a look. So I think he must compare the model's measurement to the total measurement of his pattern, maybe. Including the seam lengths, maybe Victoria Pete. Hello. Right, Matt's zip had broken. Oh no, I saw that. But I don't think it was broken. I think the end just came off. I felt from his meltdown. I know, like it's strange it's in a grown man. Not grown man, because we all cry. I cry way too many times. But the pressure I think it is. That's what it is the pressure is. And also because he'd done so well the day before. And he knows he's near the bottom. So I think all of that. And he obviously wanted this week's to be so good because he designed it and made it all himself, hadn't he? Yes. It's his cutting out, because he made a mess of the cutting out a couple of weeks ago, didn't he, as well? The contestants who have a model with large boobs have a hard job. Yeah, but Claire, they've had them 5 times now. They've had them 5 times. Oh, clever. That's a thought. Valerie saying maybe he's used to sewing for a man. Maybe. Could be that. How do you mend his zip that broke right at the end? Yes, exactly. I don't think it was broken, was it? No big perms. They request the amount of fabric. I'd always add loads just in case. I think Matt forgot to add seam allowance. Yes, I think maybe he did. Everyone felt sorry for Matt. Look, oh, Jax, that was Jax. Matt could have been thinking, yeah, well. Jackie says, I can't believe that 3 of my 4 original like people are still in. That's good, isn't it? Sometimes you do need to walk away and breathe. Exactly. It's nothing worse, is there? And I know I've been there. When you just think nothing's going to work and you just get really, really hot and you know you're going to cry. It's horrible, horrible feeling, isn't it? He had a lot to live up to, he did indeed. Matt's cocktail dress would have been one for... It would have been, but he's not a pattern cutter, obviously. I'm sure he could have found a pattern like that. I love how Patrick coped with Matt's meltdown. I agree. We were saying minutes ago, we think Joe should have done it, really, should we? I don't think enough was said about the fact that a lot of dresses were made from difficult fabrics. It didn't go well. Oh, felt sorry for Matt, but he should have gone. Oh, do you think so? I don't think he should have gone. I know. It's weird, isn't it? You think you'd buy extra. It's because it's always the week they look forward to, they seem to fail on. I know. And it still looked quite, but it didn't fit very well, did it? And Esme was right, it had too much fabric here and everything. Jane really felt for Matt, just proves things what... Exactly, Jane. Matt's joy of my life. Do you think the drop is... I don't understand what that meant, Helen. Helen says, do you think that he drafted the pattern for boobs on the beanie? Don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, it shows you can have a fabulous time and then have a disaster. Exactly. Nothing's written in stone, is it? I thought Patrick was lovely as well in that one. Karen's top 3 is still in. Oh, Barbie. Exactly. Oh, Emma loved her shell suit in the 80s. That's nice. Classy, Emma. Classy. Wendy wants Mark to win. Carol saying hello to Victoria Pete. So, what a shame, because that would have been... Joe, as nice as he is, may have joked in front of Matt. Patrick was better at that. Yes, exactly right. I think, hang on, what's this? I think Matt put the top on upside down, hence bigger on the top. Oh, do you? Hello, so that was Matt. And then Liz. Now, they all went saying that they loved. I know how they obviously buy just enough fabric for the pattern. They don't add a bit more, and they should always add a bit more, shouldn't they? I know. I've a few suits with peppermint jackets and straight skirts in the 80s. I did a whole show for Cirque du Soleil, and they all wore those 80s outfits. They do know their models. I think Tracy's dress should have won Dress of the Week. Oh, do you? Who said that? Jan. Oh, Jan. Nicole's dress didn't fit properly. No, it shouldn't have been Jan of the Week. Oh, drafted for a Barbie doll. Yes, exactly. Boobs on my own mannequin are under my chin. Oh, like over. Joe may have not been in the room when Matt was outside. Yeah, we only see the edited bit. Yeah, but he should be, really. Yeah. But then maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Liz did do a fabulous rolled head. Now, so Liz's dress, I understand it, but I didn't think the rah-rah bit at the bottom was cut properly, was it? I think the rah-rah bit was a little bit lopsided. But what else did she do? Oh, gem. I didn't know what gems was. That gem, she said she was followed by gem. I didn't know what that gem thing was. I thought it was nice. I thought it was very nice, but I just didn't like... Wasn't overwhelmed with her fabric choices. Bieber wedge boots. Was that in the 80s? I have a photo from a wedding I went to in the 80s. I'm in lime green neon peplum. Oh, not trying to outdo the bride whatsoever then. Garment of the week should have been Matt's jacket. I so agree. Joe was very funny in the second challenge. He's quite funny all the way through it, isn't he? Liz wasn't her best last night. No, the gathers weren't even. That's one. The right person went, even though Teresa's best outfit was her cocktail dress. Oh, exactly. But did you do Bond in the 80s or the 90s? 90s. I did the Bonds in the 90s. I wasn't doing films in the 80s, I don't think, was I? No, I was theatre in the 80s. I was at Colchester, York, and the Mercury Theatre in Colchester. Mercury Theatre, York, and then... No, Theatre Clwyd, York, and then Colchester. And then I went to 20th Century Costumes. I was in New York at the end of the 80s. 88, 89. I was living in New York. Jem was a cartoon in the 80s about a fashion designer, crime fighters. Oh, yes, because we all do that. All fashion designers do crime fighting. Right. So then we get to Claire's dress. You see, I didn't really like Claire's final dress either. No, the lining was... Oh, yes, the lining wasn't right, was it? She lined it. The lining was obviously smaller than the dress itself. Puffball with silver lame. Did need something inside the puffball and the sleeves. They were right, weren't they? Liz did have a steady week. Liz did three. Oh, she came fifth, though. They gave her fifth place with her transformation. I know, careful, I'm giving away my real age. I know. Don't talk to me about real ages. I thought, what date is it today? Don't. 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks tomorrow? I know. Didn't like her choice of fabric. No, I didn't like her choice of fabric either. You're talking about Claire now. I didn't either. Didn't really work, did it? So, Esme obviously hates sequins. Oh, we had gem dolls. They were like punk rock Barbies. One of your pictures on your board looks risque. Which one? Where are you looking? Oh, Clive says hello. Where are you looking on the board? There's nothing rude. Just checking now. No, there's nothing rude. There's nothing rude on the board. I am 39. Who are you talking to? I am 39. Claire's used stretchy velvet. No, she should use real velvet, shouldn't she? If she'd used real velvet, black, and then did the silver puff balls, that would have worked. I know. So Esme hates sequins. That's all. Red bra and suspenders. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about now. I think my gem doll had light up earrings. Oh, excuse me. I wonder if next week they'll say doormat. Oh, very funny. I think they might do. I'm 40 in 22 days. Oh, my word. Yeah, I'm 40 in 2 weeks tomorrow. I know. It's only a number. Embrace your life. I know. I still don't know what... Did anyone else shout at Esme? No capes when she puts on as a cape. Next to the heart. No, there's what here. That the heart's there. That's me in my Moulin Rouge. That's a sponsored walk we did. That's a sponsored walk we did. You know the one that you do at night time. The one you do 26 miles at night time for, was it breast cancer, or I think it was for breast cancer. Oh yeah, it was for breast cancer. That's me and my friend Jane. And you go first of all wearing a bra. I made a bra that lit up, and then you do the walk with a t-shirt with a bra on it, so it's not rude. I think the Puffball design was one of the worst design of the century. Oh, they were awful, weren't they? My mum is 96. Oh, Jeanette. It's a running outfit. I wasn't really running. I was walking 26 miles, and I wore brand new trainers. Can you believe it? Think the photo I mean is the dark one with 2 dolls in it. Yeah, I was on the breast cancer walk. I don't know what Joe Carter said. She said, Joe Carter, mine too. I had Rio. Oh, they dolls. Are they dolls? Did you make dresses for Sadler's Wells? I remember that was a costume company. Sadler's Wells isn't. It's a dance company. Sadler's Wells. Who wrote that? In Islington. Did you make dresses for Sadler's Wells? I remember there was a costume company with huge windows around the corner. Oh, what's that? Oh, 20th Century. That's where I worked. I worked round the corner to Sadler's Wells. That's where 20th Century was based, in London. Moonwalk, that's right. That's what it was called. Oh, bye then. And Nancy, take care. I was imagining not wearing your trousers, just new boxers. No, I've got trousers on. Postman delivered my heart for Mandy. Blimey. Mandy's good, isn't she? Getting them out this quickly. What day was it? Sunday. And what day is it? Thursday. That's good. I thought Therese was pretty gracious when she was ejected. Yeah, she knew she was going. Clive thinks Mark should have won the transformation challenge. You are biased. You're not biased. That's a tape bias. You're biased. My nan turned 91 this year. That's Claire. My word. The blue and white dress reminded me so much of the black and white C&A suite. Adele's dad's 101 tomorrow. Oh my word. Gonna have fish and chips in the garden. How lovely. Lynn Tuitt didn't have a Barbie doll. She had a Miss Vogue. That's nice. Oh, Suzanne, next door but 2 that way. She's just joined. We're just about to go now. We're just finishing off now, Suzanne. Pie and mash delivery has arrived. So, there's Sandra from Australia. I said the Australian contingent weren't in. Oh, Linda got her hearts today as well. See the heart that's hanging there? It's called In the Allotment. And I did it on the show on Sunday. And it's available from Dandelion Design, Mandy Shaw's company. It was exclusively designed for me. I had Cindy, but in the 70s. Yeah, I think so. Oh, there you go. Clive and Lucy are saying hello to each other. Good evening, Sandra. She's in Australia. 101, I know. Can you imagine, Maureen? Oh, no, that's frightening. You want some what? I don't know what Jack. Oh, everyone's answering to each other now, so that's fine. So what are they doing next week? Did he say? Yes, flamenco. Aren't they doing? They're doing world fashion next week, aren't they? So I think I saw a top. Oh, Susan's 63 in 18 days. I know. I tried telling the youngsters how quickly the years fly by. I know. Action girl. Didn't even know there was such a thing as an action girl. Me as well. And Tressie, where the hair grew. Did you press a button in the back and the hair got longer? The rat man came. You got rats. Pie and mash. Oh, international. It's called international, is it, next week? Not world. I know that one of them is a flamenco. World week, there you go. It's flamenco, isn't it? And like a pattern top. I don't know what the middle one was. Can't remember what the middle one was. Sharon had a Cindy. Oh, you've been rooting around in your loft. I suppose it's because it was a miserable day yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, international. Got that now, international. Tracy doll, as well as that. Oh. Wendy got married in 83 and qualified nurse in 81. So 81 to 83, I was at Wimbledon School of Art then. No, they weren't very even. She hadn't cut it properly, had she? That was Lizzie's dress. The right person went home last night, definitely. Clive had a peaches and cream Barbie. Do you have a pre-made doll ready to show stuff? No, I haven't. I was going to do it yesterday. I haven't, I'm afraid. I'm going to do it now. I have to do it today because I've got Nana Kate's funeral tomorrow. So that's going to be quite a long day. Did I see the African wax fabric shown on Stone Quarter? Yes, it's a Darkoo's fabric, wasn't it? Beautiful. I have to catch up from Sunday. My John walked past and said, "Oh, we do miss John on the TV." Oh, that's very sweet. I turned my brother's action man into an action girl. Really looking forward to next week. Always interested to see clothing from different cultures. Yeah, exactly. But will it be fab? You know, how will they do it? You know what I mean? Teddy bears are the best. No, Marina, they are the best. But I'm doing dolls for Francesca's therapy, which I'll tell you all about next on Sunday. I think Nicole might have used a dark use fabric. It annoys me how they show everything they're doing next week. Me as well. You can do a glimpse, can't you? I'm in London. We've all got rats. So right, so right. Well, when I lived in Twickenham, you're never more than 3 feet away from a rat in London, are you? You met me in 1985, Christopher, did you? Was that when you came to Colchester? Christopher was at Clive had Barb. Oh, he's already said that. Peaches and cream. All the fabrics near me over the border in Spain focus on flamenco. Oh, I bet they do. She lives in Gibraltar, if you're wondering where she is. That's Victoria Pete, lives in Gibraltar. Tippy Tumbles. I've never even heard. Yeah, and Clive loves a roller disco. The story was last night when he was drunk at a roller disco in the 80s. No, it can't have been in the 80s, surely. Oh, could have been. She just buys. She doesn't design it. Darky doesn't design it. She just supplies it. Silly nanny Jill. Oh, she in? I didn't see her come in. Film yourself watching next week like Gogglebox. No, because I'm sitting there with my pajamas on, with my no drink this week. I just had my apple this week because I'm starting the Slimming World. YouTube has all the old episodes. This season should be on BBC iPlayer. Oh my word! I don't know what you're all talking about now. If I look down for 2 minutes, so who do we think goes next week? I think it might be Matt. Tiny Tears 42. You're that old, Karen. Lintuit had rats in her loft. You could hear them running around at night time. I had squirrels in my loft at Twickenham. We had squirrels in the loft at Twickenham. Darky's fabrics are beautiful. Clive saying that was in London. Right, Joe Carter. I now appreciate how fiddly those Cindy shirts must have been. Exactly, to make, exactly. Could you ask Mark or Clive if when they're told the time they've got, do they stop? Oh, hang on, I can't see the rest of that question. Sally said, could you ask Clive or Mark? It won't let, oh, here you go. Could you ask Mark or Clive if when they're told the time they've got, they do stop the clock to allow them to collect the fabric haberdashery? No, I know that. When they start, they start. That's it. They just go straight through to it. I missed a lot of messages then. Georgina. Georgina nearly missed where I'm going now. I've finished now. I think it's Matt going next week. Yeah. Gerardine thinks it's Matt next week. Matt or Liz? Oh, that's controversial, Liz. Cindy had a boyfriend called Paul. Did she? Oh, Susie's corks arrived. That's okay then. That's good. Because we were saying on Tuesday the cork hadn't arrived from last Tuesday's show. I like Matt as well, but I think he's about to go. Good luck with Swimming World. I've lost 6.5 inches during lockdown. I've put 6.5 inches on during lockdown. That's why I'm back on Swimming World. Matt or Nicole? I imagine Nicole will be in the final. I think it'd be Matt next week, yeah? Emma didn't get a Paul. Matt or Nicole? Oh, Nicole or Matt? Oh, here you go. You see, I always thought Nicole would be in the final. You're welcome, Sally. I think Matt will go next week. But if he has a good week, it could be Nicole. The thing is, I'm the wrong side of 55, but it's only a number. Exactly. Matt could go next. Matt or Nicole? Oh, yes. Do you know what? No, I've got no idea. I didn't know. Mark hadn't even told me they got this far. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Bernie's cork arrived this morning as well. That's good. But I should go. I should let you get on with your day. In the 80s, I found a pair of metal roller skates. You put on your shoes outside the toilet, and I love skating. Oh, yes, the ones where you just literally just didn't have a boot on them. You just attach them with straps on over your shoes. That's all right, Georgina, my love, because we're going now. Joe's action girl had a horse. I need a nice pattern for a cork bag. Go and have a look at Becky Alexander Frost or Lisa Lamb's websites. Wendy, put on 2 stones since January. Doesn't matter. Nicole to go if she makes too many mistakes. Does she make too many mistakes, or does she make a lot of noise about them? Thanks. I will have a safe journey tomorrow. Hello, morning, Ben. How are you, Ben? We're just going, Ben. You're a bit late today. I think Matt should go, but will be such a shame because he's lovely. Oh. Becky Evans has great patterns. There you go. No, we're not going to get upset. We're not going to get upset. It's going to be weird because we can't hug each other and we can't go near each other. I have to sit on my own. Only people who live together. So Mike and Julie and Alex can all sit together, but I have to sit away from them because obviously only people who live together can sit together. There's no pallbearers and there's no touching of the coffin. I know. Mark, Claire and Liz in the final with Mark to win, says Wendy. Safe journey. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, more scrubs, Jean. My word. Oh, thank you, Fran, my love. Exactly, Wendy. We had our roller skates in my day just went over your shoes. You wore your pumps and then you put your thing over the top. Yeah. I never had boots. I had skilers and then I went to skilers, which are where the wheels are in a line. They're not four corners. They're in a straight line. Anyway, look, I should go. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you now. Don't forget, Sunday, we're doing dolls for Francesca's... Oh, Ben's been in bed. We're doing dolls for Francesca's... Therapy dolls for Francesca, because she works with abused children. And then next Tuesday... I don't think I've got a sunrise special on Tuesday. I think I'm just gossiping on Tuesday. Nicole to go now, please. Thank you, Tanis, my love. No, Lisa Lamb did shut down. Now she's reopened again. She's reopened again now. It'll be fine, Sandra. Thank you. Safe journey. It'll be fine as long as I can stop for a tinkle on the way. I'm all right. I'll be all right. I'll have to take a flask though, won't I? And my own food and things because I'll be hungry because it's 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back, 20-minute funeral. I know. But thank you ever so much. Bye then. I was going to say something else. That's it. And then International Week next week. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. I'll be absolutely fine. Don't you worry. I've got my petrol in the car. I've just got to wash my windscreen. I've tried my suit on. I was a bit worried my suit wouldn't fit, but I'm wearing a blue suit tomorrow. Steve, just joining. I'm going. Take care. Lots of love. I'll see you on Sunday at 11 o'clock. Bye. Thanks for your lovely messages. I'll be fine tomorrow. Don't you worry. Thank you. See you, Laurie. Take care. What do you need for dolls? You just need some calico, some stuffing, and little scraps of fabric for clothes. They're very simple. They're very, very simple. And then we send them off to Francesca and she uses them with her therapy with her children. Oh, hang on. Have a reminder for the doll set. Downloaded pack. Oh, brilliant. I'm going. Take care. I shall see you on Sunday at 11. Lots of love. Thanks for your messages. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, Julie.